As Carolyn Carter walks through the clubhouse at Black Bear Golf Course, she is welcomed home by well-wishers, who could very well be her relatives. Carolyn was the Miss Universe U.S. Virgin Islands 2016 contestant and competed in the pageant held during January 2017.
My name is Carolyn Carter, and I am Miss Universe U.S. Virgin Islands 2016, and this is my first time visiting the Fond du Lac Reservation. So for me, this is a really magical and empowering journey. This is a place I've never been to before, but I've heard about it for my whole life. Surrounded by family. I feel like I've come home and I'm seeing a place, it's all new to me, but it feels like I've been here before, and it feels like I'm home. And so I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands, but I feel like I'm from the Fond du Lac Reservation as well. I had never met my family before, up until 6 years ago, and partly it was because I wasn't sure where they were. But the beauty of the age that we're living in through social media and the internet is I woke up one day and I had family members, messages from my family members, and I think that's beautiful. So maybe, had it been 100 years ago, it would have been a little bit harder to find family, but for me it's a journey of coming home and knowing where I'm from and really having that strong identity. And to go up on a stage with 80 other women, you have to really be sure of who you are.
Growing up in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Carolyn began a modeling and fashion career when she was 16 years old.
It all began when I started with an etiquette class that my mother said, I should go into an etiquette class, and I loved everything about it. I loved that it taught you, how to sit, how to present yourself to people, and I thought it was a very useful skill set to have. So I began modeling after this, and I really liked learning how to present myself, whether it was on a stage, whether it was in front of the camera, whether it was just in front of a group of people, having the confidence to be able to stand in front of them and know that you believe in what you're saying, and you can spread your message to other people, and they can trust you, and they can feel really what you're saying. And it was my modeling agency who contacted me and said, "We would love for you to run for a pageant. Would you be interested? We think you would be the perfect fit." And so that's how I began entering into pageants. I had an idea about what pageants were and how I thought the girls were, and I thought it was very superficial, and I don't believe that today. I know some of the most influential and empowering women around the world they come from the pageant world. Being in a pageant has allowed me to practice my public speaking, to practice my interviews, to be able to present myself and really improve what I see I want to improve on. And so pageants have been a wonderful way for me to really work on myself and become a better person.
As Miss Universe U.S. Virgin Islands, Carolyn is an ambassador, spokesperson, and role model. One global cause she supports is raising awareness to HIV and AIDS.
I love to travel, and I have been traveling since I was a child. And I noticed that a lot of countries, regardless of being first world, second world, third world countries, they are all suffering from HIV and AIDS. And so I went to Uganda 3 years ago, and I became a founding member of the Ntusi Music Festival. And the Ntusi Music Festival, their mission is to raise HIV awareness. So my role is I'm the host on stage, and I talk about HIV and what it means to have HIV, and we're hoping to really eliminate the stigma. I think to be a role model, you need to follow your own path and believe in yourself. So if my journey is inspiring everyone from children to women around the world, whether they're native, whether they're from the US Virgin Islands, whether they're in Asia or South America. You know, if my journey is inspiring other people, I'm happy to share my story. My advice for the younger generation, I would say male and female, is I would love for you to just love yourself. And if you love yourself, everything beautiful will happen to you. But I really believe in Miss Universe's message, being confidently beautiful. And whatever that means to you, you should just be you. And that's why the message before of that I wanted to share with everyone is that just be the best you could be is so important to me, because you know we're constantly trying to define ourselves, and I think if we just sort of let that all shake away and know that we should just be comfortable in our own skin, then I think the world would be a lot a better place. It would be a lot easier.